Well, good afternoon and hello from Whitehouse High School here in East Texas. We have a non-district clash here tonight between Tyler Legacy and Whitehouse. A 1 o'clock start time. It's cooking hot. And let's go over the lineups first before we get ready for first pitch here this afternoon in Whitehouse. First, for your Red Raiders, leading off is the designated hitter in Cooper Moore. Batting second, the first baseman senior Dallin Privet. In the 3-spot, catcher, sophomore Cale Zips. He's followed by the junior shortstop Nolan Habel. Batting in the 5 spot is the left fielder Garner McKinney. Hitting 6th is the third baseman Barrett Sibley. Bottom 3 in the order, right fielder Landon Miller. Pitching Camden Howard. And in center field, it is Payne Hotman. On the other side of things for Whitehouse, here's how they line up. Garrett Hayes is in right field. JoJo Adams at second base. Kiki McCord, the designated hitter. Michael Dodolski, that's cleanup. He's at third base. Peyton Blackman on the mound, pitching, batting 5th. Ty Davis is the catcher. He bats in the 6th spot. Logan Garrison, center fielder, batting 7th. He's followed by Michael Morden, the first baseman, who bats 8th. And then batting 9th, the shortstop, Ben Reed. Once again, a non-district clash here this afternoon on a hot one at Whitehouse High School in East Texas. Stay tuned. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Welcome back here as we're about getting ready to go here at Whitehouse. Once again, let's go over the lineups for those who missed it. We have a couple extra moments here before this one starts. National Anthem getting ready to play. But here's the Tyler Legacy starting lineup. Cooper Moore DHs. He leads off. He's followed by the first baseman, Dallin Privet. Kale Zips, the catcher, hits in the 3 spot, followed by the shortstop, Nolan Habel. Hitting 5th is the left fielder, Garner McKinney. Barrett Sibley bats in the 6th spot. He's at 3rd base. Landon Miller in right bats 7th. Camden Howard on the mound bats 8th. And Payne Hopman, the freshman in center field, bats 9th. Jared Martinez is playing 2nd base, but he is not in the lineup. On the other side of things, here is how Whitehouse will come to the plate. They'll start with Garrett Hayes in right, JoJo Adams at 2nd. Keegan McCord DHing with Hunter Cook playing left field, but he's not in the lineup. Michael Dodolski is at 3rd base, followed by Peyton Blackman on the mound. Ty Davis behind the plate. Logan Garrison in center field. Michael Morden at first base, and Ben Reed at shortstop. We're going to hit another break right before this one starts. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're still waiting for first pitch here in Whitehouse. It appears we might have a little bit of a roster issue. The press box is a little bit behind trying to get together that information. But once again, you're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball here, Whitehouse and the Red Raiders of Tyler Legacy. Keep you updated. Hopefully we get started here momentarily. First pitch a little bit behind the scheduled 1:30 start time. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Want to keep everybody updated. We are still here at Whitehouse, almost ready for the national anthem. We'll have first pitch here in a few moments. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube.
Hunter Cook.
We're back here as we are about ready to go here at Whitehouse following that delay. It was initially supposed to be a 1 o'clock game, then 1:30, and now it's about 1:45 before we get ready to start. But Tyler, Legacy, and Whitehouse, stick with us. It is a hot day. I'm very much hoping that my laptop or camera does not overheat, but we'll see how this one goes. So Whitehouse coming in. They are red hot, 8-1 in the district on Thursday with a win over Tyler High. They improved to 9-1 in the district yesterday. Legacy's lost 2 straight. They were swept by Royce City this week on Wednesday and Friday. Once again, here is the lineup for the Red Raiders, coached by VJ Bunner here in just one moment. But VJ Bunner's Red Raiders trying to find a way to scratch one out against a really good Whitehouse team that is currently in a first place spot in their district, which is 5A District 15. It's Moore, Privet, Zips, Hable, McKinney, Sibley, Miller, Howard, and Hotman. Those are the 9 in the lineup for Tyler Legacy. On the other side of things, defensively, here's how Whitehouse will line up. The outfield from left to right, not pictured, but in left field is Hunter Cook. Center field, Logan Garrison. Over in right field, Garrett Hayes. Infield left to right, Michael Dodolski. At third, shortstop Ben Reed. Second baseman, JoJo Adams. First base, Michael Morton. The battery is Blackman and Davis. So just about ready to get started. Once again, I mentioned stick with us if we experience some delays. It's very hot out here right now, so laptop overheats. Might have to give it a moment or so. Get ready to go on this one. Here's Cooper Moore. Moore swings and skies this one deep left field. He watches it fly, and it is way out of here. Cooper Moore on the first pitch of the game, an ambush swing, and he hits it over to the next county. That ball was absolutely smoked, and Legacy is on the board first. I mean, he knew it right away. Wasn't messing around. Got a first pitch fastball from Blackman and sat right in the zone on it. Third home run of the year for Moore. And the base is empty. Nobody out. Here's Dallin Privet. First pitch, and Privet watching ball 1. That ball was tattooed. There is a secondary fence where the bullpen is beyond the left field fence, and it cleared that. So he clears the bullpen, does Cooper Moore with the blast, and there's ball 2 to Privet. Tyler Legacy in the all grays, gray pants, gray jerseys, black hats. There's a swing and a miss. Fastball from Blackman for strike 1. So what a way to start a game for the Red Raiders. They tried to capitalize off some momentum. There's ball 3 to Privet. I was talking to VJ Bunner before the game, and obviously this has no impact on the district standings today. Still one that Tyler Legacy would want, but they really need to sweep North Forney next week. Rather, now it's going to 3-2. I had the count mixed up. 2-2 ball, now 3-2. They really need to sweep North Forney next week and then find a way to split against Rockwall. 3-2. And Privet watches that one for a call and strike 3. Down looking and 1 away.
Number 20, Kale Zips.
So now Kale Zips 1 out in the inning.
That was sad.
As the Tyler Legacy catcher will hit here. Zips right-handed batter. First strikeout for the right-hander and Peyton Blackman. There's a fastball in there, just misses for ball 1. One out. Swinging a foul off the bat of Zips, the sophomore. Been a consistent middle of the order hitter, and he's kind of settled in between that 3 and 4 spot this year. As Zips swings and grounds this one left side, Dodolski knocks it down on the slide to his feet and across for out number 2. So Zips retired on the bouncing ball down to third base. Michael Dodolski, University of Dayton commit, getting some MLB draft buzz. He recovers after the knockdown. 2 away in the inning, and here comes Nolan Hable, the shortstop. Haven't seen him yet in the cleanup spot. At least I haven't at the games I have covered this year. He's in there today. So that one just misses for ball one. Zips at the 3 spot, Hable at the 4 spot. He's really come on strong in the second half of the year. 1-0 pitch. Fastball, and that misses just away. Count 2-0 here on Hable. McKinney next. As that one rides way high. It's now gone to 3 balls and no strikes. Garner McKinney on deck for Tyler Legacy. 3-0 pitch. Take it all the way, and it's ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Nolan Hable has kept the Legacy inning alive.
Number 3, Garner McKinney.
Now here comes Garner McKinney. Junior left fielder will stand in. Could see Hable on the move here. Has good speed. Runner on, 2 away. First pitch. McKinney watches that one away for ball 1. Hasn't really been the misses north and south here for Blackman in the early going. It's more been east and west. 1-0, and that one bounces and gets by the catcher that time in Davis, and McKinney was actually hit off the carom. So a hit by pitch, McKinney reaches, and now Tyler Legacy 2 on, 2 out.
Number 9,
Barrett Sibley. Trying to execute here early, not a cloud in the sky. Gorgeous afternoon in Whitehouse. Just a 15-minute trip, kind of refreshing from the hour-long or more trips in district play. First pitch here rides high. Ball 1 to the senior Sibley. This complex, a beautiful complex here in Whitehouse, opened up just a few years back. Whitehouse baseball program that's had so much success over the years. There's a foul ball back. Count here is 1-1. Obviously, you have Patrick Mahomes. Everybody brings up his name. But you got other guys like Josh Tomlin, who stuck around in the big leagues a long time for Cleveland. Long pause. 1-1. Rides a little bit high. 2-1 count. Here on Barrett Sibley. Landon Miller on deck for Tyler Legacy. Blackman standing and holding the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a grounder over to short, lunging out the shortstop. He stuttered and he's got no play. Well, his only play that he was going to be able to make was going to be to third base. He couldn't quite get it out of the glove in time. And on a play that would have been bang-bang anyway, Nolan Hable safe. So the leadoff home run, 2 straight outs, and now 3 straight have reached. Walk hit by pitch, infield single, and the sacks are full for Landon Miller. So the gray jersey's a chance here to stake a big first inning lead. Blackman, first pitch. Miller waves and misses. Fastball, strike 1. Really good crowd here on the Saturday afternoon. Out here getting some sun. I'm figuring out real quickly, East Texas, that sun is prevalent at all times. The 0-1. Miller swings and lines this one into right field. It's a base hit. 1 run scores, wave around, and now stopping and darting back to third base goes McKinney. Station to station, Landon Miller, an RBI single. It's 2-0 Red Raiders.
Number 24,
So for
Camden
Peyton
Howard.
Blackman now, it's got to be a lonely place on the mound. The base is still loaded, and here comes the 8th batter of the inning. It's Camden Howard. Howard pitching this afternoon for Tyler Legacy. Step off before the first offering. Miller, the runner over at first. The backside runner after the single. At second is Sibley. At third is McKinney. As Howard watches a called strike 1. On deck would be the 9th batter of the inning in Payne Hotman. 0-1. fastball, and that's right at the knees. Quickly 0-2 here on Howard. Got to protect here. The base is loaded. 2 runs already home for the Red Raiders, and they look for more. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him with the changeup. That'll be out number 3, but Tyler Legacy is on the board first, and they are on the board in a very big way. Solo homer off the bat of Cooper Moore, and then a RBI single by Landon Miller through a half inning. 2-0 Tyler Legacy. You're watching Red Raider Baseball right here on YouTube. Back here as we get ready to start the bottom of the first inning here in Whitehouse. Tyler Legacy taking the field, and here is the defensive alignment behind Camden Howard. Outfield going from left to right, McKinney, Hotman, Miller. Infield left to right, Sidley, Hable. Martinez is at second, not pictured. Privet at first. The battery is the right-hander tonight, and Camden Howard. And then behind the plate, Cale Zips. Once again, the lineup for Whitehouse: Hayes, Adams, McCord, Dodolski, Blackman, Davis, Garrison, Morden, and Reed. So we start the bottom of the first inning. Here's Garrett Hayes, the speedy right fielder. Whitehouse loves to bunt, and they're squaring here before the first pitch. They laid down a whole lot of bunts against Tyler High on Thursday. There's a called strike 1 from Camden Howard. Howard, a sidewinder, coming in on the year. 10 innings pitched in 5 games. 0-1, no bunt shown, and there's a swing and a miss. Howard comes into this one, an ERA slightly over 4. 4.20 ERA, 5 games, 10 1/3 innings. Much more location over velocity. Here's a slow tapper, first base side. Howard wants it. He gloves and flips. 1 out. That's where your PFPs come into play. And Camden Howard, who also plays a little bit of infield, makes a nice play that time. So 1 out now, and here comes the bat of JoJo Adams. Adams, the second baseman, a freshman, but he doesn't hit like a freshman. There's a reason he's in the 2 spot. We saw that on full display. I mean, this guy created a small village on the base pass against Tyler High. That one is in there for a called strike 1. You gotta love the energy here, at least early from Tyler Legacy. So they've been moving around. 0-1 pitch. Just away. 1-1 here on JoJo Adams. Tyler Legacy defensively on the corners. Zips and Sivley are way up, showing bunt here. Adams. 1-1. That bounces in there off the turf. It's now 2-1. Once again, if we experience some delays, it might be due to overheating. It's a hot one here in Whitehouse. Thought about wearing pants to the ballpark this morning. Walked outside, quickly realized I needed shorts. There's a foul tip, I believe, into the mitt. Yes, it is. Now the count 2-2. Whitehouse in the home whites, Wildcats across the chest. Camden Howard's 2-2. Just away. Didn't miss by much. That fastball coming out of the sidearm slot has a little bit of ride away. That time just missed away. Here's a swing and a ball hit hard down the left field line, but that's foul. Keep it right here. Three and 2 count. Howard holds. Thinking about it was Adams, but he holds off. All 4. 1 out walk here to the Keystone
16,
for the Wildcats. 1 on 1 out. Here's Keegan McCord. Designated hitter will stand in and take his hacks. First pitch, McCord squares, pulls back. That's way wide, gets away from Zips, but no advance.
Pretty hard not to think that.
1-1 count. Plenty of noise being made here right now in Whitehouse. There's a throw back to the bag. One and 0 count. There's another throwback. One and 0 on deck is the cleanup hitter, and Dodolski. Howard brings it in. That one misses down. Not the quickest worker, Camden Howard. He's fallen behind here 2-0. Pitch. Squaring the bunt, pulling back, it's ball 3. So Howard has fallen way behind.
Come on, Howie. Come on, bud.
A 3-0 count here on McCord. We'll see if he's hacking. Auto take there, and that is in there for a called strike 1. Good location for Howard on the 3-0 pitch, but he's still got a long way to go. (3-1) and a throw back to the bag, starting for second, and just starting back in there is Adams. Count still 3-1. That noise coming from the left field line. Squaring the bunt, pulling back, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here for Howard.
Michael Dudalski.
Michael Dudalski now to the plate as Howard and Zips talking it over. Dudalski, the power bat, batting from the left side. University of Dayton signee. There's a throw back to the bag. Back in safely, the runner there, and Adams. Camden Howard is really old school in the sense there's no pitch clock. He's not speeding it up. Podolski squaring before the first pitch. As he pulls back, it's in there for strike one. Didn't seem like he had any intention to actually lay that one down. One and 0 count. Pause and the pitch. That misses and it's to the screen. So a wild pitch by Howard, and now 2 in scoring position for the Wildcats. Two and 1 count here on Podolski. He swings and lines this one over a jumping Martinez into right center field. This is going to score a couple. Podolski with a big turnaround first. He'll go back to the bag. A 2-run single for the senior, and we're knotted at 2. Jared Martinez did a good job skying for it, but he was about a half a foot away from it. If he's able to somehow get up there and make the play, it's an easy double play, but ends up base running by the Whitehouse base runners, realizing that ball was going to get into right center. So the 2-run single, we're tied at 2. Now here's Blackman. First pitch. Down and away for ball 1.
Come on, Howie. Come on, kid. Let's go, bud.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. This is away. It's 2-0. Howard's having a little bit of command. Two-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. Once again, if we experience delays, it is due to overheating with our equipment. Hopefully we don't run into any, but if we drop signal, that is why. 2-1. Swinging a foul. Counts even here, 2-2. Long pause on the mound. Throw back to the bag. This first inning, this one's raging on. We're nearly at a half hour. Two from Howard. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Went to the breaking ball, and that one is hard to track out of the sidearm. Strikeout number 1 for Howard.
Ty Davis.
So now Ty Davis, 2 away in the inning, a man aboard at first. There's a throw back to the bag. Ty Davis standing in, the catcher. He's a junior, good lead for Podolski. We'll see if he's moving. He's not, as the first pitch is fly down the right field line and foul. Looks like there's some movement in the Tyler Legacy bullpen. Can't exactly tell the handedness yet. Looks like a right-hander is throwing. Might be Luke Davis. There's a throwback, and they caught Podolski. Here's a rundown. Privet flips to second. Martinez chasing Dodolski back. The throw right back to the first baseman, covering actually pitcher and Howard as he slaps the tag down. Not all in the inning. Whitehouse gets a pair here in the bottom of the first, and we're through one inning, tied at 2. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're back here as we get ready to start the top of the second inning. It's Tyler Legacy 2 and Whitehouse 2. Reese Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics bringing you along for this one this afternoon on a hot Saturday in East Texas. So it's Payne Hotman to start here in the second inning. Legacy sent 8 men to the plate in the first. Scored 2 runs, left the bases loaded. Hotman swings and fouls that one back. It's 0-1. 9-1-2 due up for the Red Raiders. Oh, 1. Hotman waves and misses. Blackman going off speed and downstairs. It's 0-2. Hotman, the freshman, waiting. He's in a deep hole. As the 0-2 bounces in there, good take. 1-2 is the count. Moore next. Last time he was at the plate, you didn't need to see it, you just heard it. One-two pitch. This is downstairs. Count 2-2. Dimensions here at the Whitehouse Athletic Complex. 320 down each line. Short fence as well. 360 to the gaps, 385 to center. Here's a grounder back through the middle, and Payne Hotman has a base hit. Picked up in right field that time by Hayes, who gets it back in, and Hotman has Legacy's 4th hit of the afternoon.
Number 18, Cooper Moore.
That's how you do it. Turn it right back over to the top of the order. So Hotman aboard, and now here comes Cooper Moore. Moore on the first pitch of the game took it about 40 feet over the left field fence. First pitch, as actually time called. Looks like Whitehouse is about to have some throwing in their bullpen. Looks like Tyler Legacy's bullpen no longer working. True first pitch coming as Moore lines this one into left field, and that's a base hit. Well, he's seen 2 pitches. He's got a home run, and now he's got a single. Back-to-back hits for Legacy here to start the top of the second inning. Red Raiders 2 on and none out for Dallin Privet. as time called now. Looks like Greg Branch, the Whitehouse head coach, on his way out to the mound as he takes a peek down at the activity in the bullpen. It doesn't look like anyone's really ramping up too hard yet. It is a right-hander throwing, and we get a meeting at the mound. We have this brief stoppage. We'll take you to a short break. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're back here. Mound meeting over. Here's Dallin Privet. 2 on and none out. The starter in Peyton Blackman has allowed a couple of hits to start this inning. Squaring Privet, and he gets it down. This is a beauty. Third base side. Jadolski's got to hurry, and he makes the play on the run. That's a really nice play by the Whitehouse hot corner. But it does move up a couple of runners, so a sac bunt for Privet, and he now gives an opportunity to Cale Zips with 2 men in scoring position and nobody out, or rather just 1 out. Zips bounced out to third his first time. The infield creeps in for the Wildcats. We'll see if Zips can find something. Anything on the ground, Whitehouse might have a chance to come home with it. As that one bounces and Davis behind the plate smothers it. I was impressed by Davis on Thursday against Tyler High, where he started behind the plate as well. Hotman on third, Moore on second. You've got about as much speed as you can get on the bases. That one's in there for a called strike. Outfield playing pretty much straight up on Zips. So it looks like there's some more structured throwing going on down in the Whitehouse bullpen. One. Zips thought about it and held off. Good decision, 2-1. Zips bounced out his first time. On deck, Nolan Hebel. 2-1. Zips swings and grounds this one down the third baseline. Fair ball. 1 run scores. Stop sign at third for Cooper Moore. It's an RBI single off the bat of Cale Zips, and Legacy right back in front. It's 3-2.
Number 8, Nolan Hebel.
So the Red Raiders continue to hit the baseball. They had 3 hits in the first inning and 3 in counting here in the second. As Zips picks up the RBI. Payne Hotman scoring on the play. So now Nolan Hebel. And Hebel into the box. Legacy cleanup hitter, the shortstop. He led that 2-out rally with a walk his last time. First pitch. Thought about it, check swing, he held, and the appeal, no he did not. Count here. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is just away, and now the count 2-0 as the throw gets by the pitcher, but right there the shortstop and Reed to make sure that one doesn't go into center, and now Greg Branch is out of the dugout, and they're going to go to the bullpen. We have another stoppage. And we're going to have a new pitcher. So in the middle of the at-bat, a 2-0 count, we're going to have a new pitcher. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. So the new pitcher onto the mound is a right-hander, Chris Woodley, the senior, taking over. As the pitcher in Blackman has moved to third baseman, and Dodolski goes to center. I wasn't able to get any other changes, but I do know that's where those players are at now, as that first one misses from Woodley for ball 1. So Woodley into a tough spot. I say ball 1, it's actually ball 3. Ball 1 out of Woodley's hand. It was a 2-0 count when he took over. There's a throwback, nearly got away. 3-0 here on Nolan Habel, who walked his first time, and he's one pitch away from another right here. Three 3-0 count. So that one finds the black, down and away for strike 1.
Come on, Nolan. Golf that out, kid. You can chip that.
Next is Garner McKinney. The infield not playing in here. They're playing double play depth up the middle. The 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, popped up, shallow right field. Hayes coming on hard, and he will make the catch in shallow right field. No opportunity to tag for Cooper Moore, and that's out number 2. Nice job to get to it by Hayes, and with the running start, Cooper Moore had virtually no chance of advancing. 2 away in the inning, and that'll be Garner McKinney. This has been a very slow-moving game to start. We're at about 45 minutes in. We're not done with the top of the second. Legacy looking to plug more runs on the board. McKinney watches a breaking ball, down for ball 1. Count 1-0 on McKinney, whose first time he was hit by a pitch. That one misses away. Now it's 2-0. He was left stranded at third base to end the inning. On deck, Barrett Sibley. Moore on third base. A pinch runner over at first in Hotman for Cale Zips. Or rather, in Kanan Mercer for Cale Zips. There's a swing and a miss.
Hey, come on, be
2-1 on McKinney.
Get that stash power, kid.
Chris Woodley trying to work out of a jam that he inherited. 2-1. Breaking ball, and that's a really good take. Started up and then bounced in front of the plate. It's 3-1. Walk here would load the bases. Blackman's open line, he allows 6 hits and 3 runs, all of which were earned. He walked 1 batter, and he also struck out 1 batter. 3-1. Up and away, ball 4. Throw to second. Or rather, the count was 2-1. My apologies. That was ball 4, I believe. And now going back to second base is Mercer. That was definitely ball 4. And McKinney now jogging down to first. I think they figured it out. That was definitely ball 4. And McKinney gets the walk. So instead of the caught stealing, bases are now loaded for Tyler Legacy. So Whitehouse thought they were out of the inning, but seems that everybody just lost track of the count, and now it's the base is loaded with 2 outs for Barrett Sibley, singled his first time through. Zips goes, or rather, Zips' spot now occupied by Mercer. He's at second. Cooper Moore stays planted at third. Nowhere to put Sibley. First pitch. There's one over at the knees for strike 1. Maybe it's the turf that's just making it even hotter. This is a hot spring day in Whitehouse. Sky perfectly blue. The 0-1. Breaking ball and a good hold. Seems like Woodley's going to the breaking ball a lot here early, so he clearly has some confidence in it, but virtually every breaking ball that he's thrown out of the zone, Legacy's been able to hold off. 1-1 to Sibley. Swinging a foul. Fastball down. Count now 1-2. Barrett Sibley trying to keep the inning alive if he could. Next is Landon Miller. Legacy did leave the bases loaded in the first. Whitehouse trying to force that for the second straight inning. 1-2. Swing and a slow tapper. Cue shot off the end of the bat. Staying alive is Sibley. Chris Woodley back to the bump. Holding at the belt. 1-2. Just down. Not a bad pitch, but definitely low. Count now 2-2. Legacy back at home on Tuesday against North Forney. That'll be senior night. 7 o'clock start time. We'll have this right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, thinking about it. That was kind of a 58-footer, and now a snap throw back to first. Everyone's safe, and the count is now full. So the runners will get a head start here. Nowhere to put Sibley, and Woodley has to have a strike. You got to think he's going to throw a fastball, but he's had a lot of confidence in the breaking ball. 3-2, runners go. Swing and a miss. Woodley did come with the fastball, and he gets Barrett Sibley to swing and miss. That'll end the second inning. Legacy does get a run, and they take the lead. They leave them loaded. Through an inning and a half. Legacy 3, Whitehouse 2. You're watching Red Raider Baseball right here on YouTube. Getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Camden Howard back out of the mound for Tyler Legacy, who's hit the ball all around the yard. And takes a modest 1-run lead here into the bottom of the second inning. Ready to get back to it, hoping for some quick innings in this one. This one has been very long here early. As squaring to bunt, Ty Davis, the catcher, pulls back. Ball 1. Davis was at the plate to end the bottom of the first inning. The third baseman at the time in Dodolski started for second on a pickoff attempt, and he was caught in a rundown. As that one comes inside, Ty Davis is hit. Hit by pitch. 1 on, none out for Whitehouse.
Logan Garrison.
Logan Garrison will get a chance to hit. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, so the catcher being exchanged for a pinch runner. Out goes Davis. And in comes, I believe, that is Lane Hooker.
Number 1, Lane Hooker.
It is Lane Hooker.
For Ty Davis.
So Hooker to run here. Logan Garrison, his first try as he squares, pulls back, ball 1. Count 1-0 on the batter at the plate, and Garrison, who's showing bunt again. 1-0, pulls back right away, and it misses, ball 2. Activity has started once again in the Legacy bullpen. Again, a right-hander throwing. I believe that's Luke Davis. 2-0 is the count. Paused on the mound and the pitch. Garrison squares, pulls back, and it misses once more. It's now 3-0. Count and the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1. 6-7-8 were due up. Davis, the 6-hitter, reached on a hit by pitch. Garrison, the 7-hitter, a favorable count. Behind him, Michael Morden and then Ben Reed. That's way high, ball 4. So hit by a pitch and a walk to start the inning.
Now batting first baseman number 7, Michael
And VJ
Morden.
Bunner's out of the dugout. We'll see if this could be the end of the line. But at the minimum, we're going to have a mound visit. So Bunner out to talk it over, and indeed, this is going to be the end of the line for Howard. So we're going to have a new pitcher on as Bunner makes the call to the bullpen. We'll take a break with them. 3-2 Legacy, 2 on and none out for Whitehouse here in the inning. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Back here from Whitehouse, Luke Davis indeed is the new pitcher on the mound for Tyler Legacy as the right-hander takes over, senior for Camden Howard, who's open line right now. 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, both were earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He's responsible for both runners. Close out that last inning, by the way. The book was closed on Peyton Blackman, an inning and a third, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
Come on, kid.
The guy who replaced Blackman and Chris Woodley managed to get out of the inning with no more damage, and Luke Davis trying to do just that right here. First pitch squaring to bunt, and that one is right down the chute for strike 1 here to Michael Morden. Morden, the first baseman. Long look in. Davis back in holding, 0-1 the count. And the pitch, squaring to bunt, and it is bunted right in front of the mound. The only play is going to be on to first. Martinez covering, and he was not there in time, and there's no play. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication between Privet and Davis that time, with both crashing to the ball.
10,
Martinez had to cover, and he had to run a long way and ultimately could not get there. So the bases are now loaded for Whitehouse, and it's the 9-hitting shortstop, Ben Reed. Legacy just needs an out. First pitch, finds the outside corner, strike one. You have a force out at any base. That's indicative of the corners crouching in here. Middle infield playing for two. Reed showing bunt. See if he sticks to it. He doesn't as he swings away down the left field line, but that ball's gonna hook foul. Put a good swing on it. That one was tailing away and landed about 10 feet foul. So quickly 0-2, and if you're Davis here, you'd love nothing more than a strikeout before the top of the lineup turns back over.
That's okay, it's a dog leg left. That's a hell on that.
Nobody out in the inning. We're about to hit the hour mark in this game with nobody out in the bottom of the second. Oh, 2. Misses away. Davis back to work. A long look in as he's got what he wants. And now Reed calling time. One and two on Reed. The crowd getting into it down the left field line with the noisemakers. Here's a swing and a foul back. Just underneath at that time, and now the count remains right here at 1 and 2. Back to the plate, Ben Reed. One and two count. And the pitch. Swing and a shallow fly ball center field coming on Hotman. He'll make the catch, tagging from third, trying to score Davis. The throw to the plate comes all the way in there. Now trying for third, and the ball's thrown away. Whitehouse is going to take the lead, motoring on to second, and now trying for third, and in easily at third base is Michael Morden. And the error makes it a 4-3 game. Well, it was going to be 3-3. Davis was going to score regardless. Zips might have had a chance for the runner at third, but the throw was spiked in there and into left field. So Davis scores, Garrison scores, Morden on to third. Reed gets credit for the sac fly, but just one RBI. Runner on third now. One out in the inning. First pitch, line to center field. Hotman going back, still going, he won't get it. That ball's gonna roll all the way to the wall. Ripping around second, Garrett Hayes, he's gonna try for three, and he is going to be in there. RBI triple for Garrett Hayes makes it 5-3 Wildcats.
Second baseman number 6, JoJo
And Whitehouse
Adams.
is hitting the ball, and they are hitting it hard right now. Run scoring triple for Hayes, his first hit of the day. And the runner's just swapping positions there. Still runner on third and one out. Infield in for Tyler Legacy. There's a big hack and a miss by Adams. 0-1 is the count. Infield stays in for Tyler Legacy. Squaring to bunt and missing that time, Adams. It's 0-2. Suicide squeeze. Now it's 0-2. Adams at the plate on deck. Keegan McCord. Adams walked and scored his first time through. 0-2 from Davis. Grounder foul. Still 0-2 on the second baseman for Whitehouse. Grounder to short. This might not get the run home. Looking, the man back to third as Hables. He throws on to first, and now 2 away.
Number 16,
That's why you bring the infield in.
McCord.
Neutralize the chance for that run to score. Now 2 away. Infield can play back on McCord. We hear Wesley Parks, assistant coach for Tyler Legacy, yelling no doubles. As the outfielders move towards the gaps. First pitch here bounces in, gets away from Zips. A wild pitch is going to score the 6th run for Whitehouse. They made it a big inning, 4 on the board now. Base is now empty. Wild pitch from Davis. Brings in Hayes. One and 0 count. Davis winds and fires. Fastball in there at the knees for a strike. 1-1, we've officially surpassed the 1 hour mark. This is not going to be a quick one, folks, so grab a snack, grab a Gatorade, stay locked in all night. Counts 1-2 now after the foul ball. The breeze here is nice, I will say, even on the hot day. Get some breeze right around the plate, so it feels a little better. Hopefully it's helping our equipment here not overheat. One and 2 count. Davis staring in and now will step off. 1 and 2 still to count. Davis winds. Davis deals. Line drive, left field, base hit. Inning stays alive. Keegan McCord has a 2-out hit.
Third baseman number 23.
And now to be the 8th batter of the inning. And Michael Dodolski. "11 hits now in this game between both teams. There has only now been 11 outs recorded. Dodolski in. First pitch. And that's in there at the knees, called strike 1. The wind here tonight pretty much pushing out towards straightaway left center. And it is 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it's got a little bit of boost. On a hot day, balls can really get moving. As there's strike 2, and you can tell by the scoreboard, the ball is really moving here this afternoon. Dodolski, his first time, singled in a pair of runs with a line drive to right center. Oh, 2. Got him swinging. Looked like a foul tip actually that time into the mitt, and that'll end the inning. Whitehouse, though, does get 4. We're off to the third inning. Your score here this afternoon, it's Whitehouse 6, Tyler Legacy 3. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Well, the stream stopped momentarily, but it appears we're up and running again. I mentioned earlier we might have some overheating problems here with the equipment, but it looks like it's figured itself out. Landon Miller just grounded out to second base, so 1 away in the inning. Camden Howard into the box. Or rather, Luke Davis into the box for Camden Howard. Back on the mound is Chris Woodley. Right-hander goes to work here. He finished off the second inning, did a good job, got out of it. A couple of inherited runners, no damage. Davis fouls that one off. Six to 3 in favor of Whitehouse here as we play the top of the third inning. Very slow moving so far. Davis now talking over with VJ Bunner in the foul territory, just to the left of home plate. And it looks like Davis might have a bit of a hand issue. Pitch came inside, it was a check swing. He got jammed up. Looks like he's staying in. I haven't seen any indication that he's coming out yet. You can't see it on your screen, but that going on right now just to the left of the plate. He'll take a couple of practice hacks and it looks like he's going to stay in. 1 out in the inning. Davis at the plate. Next is the spot of Payne Hotman. Oh-2 pitch. Comes up and in, and it gets Davis on a breaking ball right up near the lid. It might have got him on the lid. So Davis hit by a pitch. Second hit by pitch today that Legacy is taken. And Davis aboard safely at first. So now Payne Hotman 1-on-1 out. Freshman singled his first time through. Came around to score. 1-on-1 out. First pitch. Woodley's fastball misses down and away for a ball. Count 1-0. Long hold. So that one misses down and in. Now it's 2-0. We'll have Tyler Legacy baseball next week, at least on Tuesday for senior night, home against North Forney. 7 o'clock start time. You can find us right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. As well as Friday, potentially. There's a snap throw back. Count out 3-0. Friday, potentially, we'll make the trip out to North Forney. Connection permitting. That game might be a really big one, though. If Legacy can win on Tuesday, they're going to need the one on Friday as well. 3-0 to Hotman. There's a fastball down Broadway, strike one. Three-one pitch. There goes the runner. It misses high. It's not going to matter. So Hotman with the base on balls. Davis into second base, forced up on the walk, and now we're back to the top of the order with Cooper Moore, who's seen 2 pitches, has 2 hits, including a home run.
Cooper Moore.
And out of the dugout once again, Greg Branch. We're going to have another meeting at the mound, and we'll take the short break with them. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Meeting on the mound over. Still on the mound, Chris Woodley, and 2-on-1 out here for Cooper Moore. Hit by pitch and a walk have put 2 on base. Moore's the tying run. A game that is just slogging into the 3rd inning. This is a heavyweight fight. We'll see if Moore hacks on the first pitch again. This is his first time facing Woodley. He doesn't, and for good reason. That one bounces in there. It's 1-0. Next is Dallin Privet. Moore swings and hits this one high in the air out towards left, fairly deep. It's got some carry, but Garrison moves back and makes the catch. Moore got just under potentially his 2nd homer of the day, just barely underneath it. So 2 on, 2 out. And here's Privet. Privet so far today, a couple of at-bats. Batted in the first, batted in the second, now batting again here in the 3rd. 0 for 1, he had a sac bunt just an inning ago. First pitch. Privet watches the fastball over the inner half, strike 1. Whitehouse, more activity in their bullpen, another right-handed thrower. Each side has already made a pitching change. We could potentially have our 5th pitcher of the night. Tried to front door that breaking ball, and he did over the inside corner, and now it's 0-2 on Privet. Chris Woodley trying to tightrope out of a jam. (0-2) and the pitch. Just a bit high, maybe away. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Count now 1-2. Privet at the plate. Next would be Cale Zips, but Privet would have to reach. The 1-2. Swinging a foul ball. Inside out of play. Keep it right here, a 1-2 count. Tyler Legacy is actually out hitting Whitehouse in this contest 6-5, but they've also left 6 on base so far and in danger of leaving 2 more on. 1-2 bounces in there, smothered by the catcher, but it gets a little bit away from the catcher in Davis. 390 feet for each runner. So the wild pitch has put 2 in scoring position for Legacy. Davis now at third, Hopman at second. Base open now at first for Privet in a 2-2 count. Trying to protect here. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. Tardy, but he does protect and lives to see another. I think this sun is starting to get to me a little bit. I can feel my arms burning a little bit right now. Have a nice tan after this. I'm sure everybody else will. This is a hot day. 2-2. And there's a called strike 3. Privet down looking. That'll do it for the Red Raiders here in the third. They've now left 8 on base in 3 innings through 2.5. Whitehouse leads this one by a score of 6-3. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
An extended break here as we get ready to start the bottom of the third inning. Luke Davis back on the mound for the Red Raiders, trying to keep the score where it is, but that's a tough thing to do against the Whitehouse lineup that's put 6 on the board in just 2 innings so far. So we start the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Peyton Blackman. Blackman was the only man to not bat in that 4-run third inning. Hanging in the 5 spot with 6 and 7 behind him here due up this inning. Davis is going to step off and reset before a pitch is even thrown. No more throwing in the Whitehouse bullpen, so either we're going to have a new pitcher at the start of next inning, or they're going to stick with the right-hander in Woodley. Here's a grounder over to Hable at short, and it's throw on to first base, and plenty of time for the first out of the inning.
Batting number 12, Ty Davis.
So 1 out now, and here comes Ty Davis. Davis, the catcher, gets ready to stand in his second trip to the plate. Davis hit by a pitch his first time he came around to score. Davis winds and deals. Davis on Davis matchup. First one misses down for ball 1. Count 1-0. Next is Logan Garrison, who moved from center to left earlier. There's a fastball away, 2-0. Squaring bunt now. We'll see if Ty Davis commits to it. Might just be to throw Luke Davis off. And it looks like it was. He pulled back instantly, but that one misses anyway. 3-0 count. Ty Davis showing bunt here. I'd be shocked if he actually puts bat to ball. He's not, and it's ball 4. 1 out walk. And aboard
Number 2.
with 1 out
Logan
is the
Garrison.
runner in Ty Davis. So now Logan Garrison. So we're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher in Davis. He's lifted again for the guy who pinch ran for him earlier in Lane Hooker. 1 on, 1 out. Davis middle hold as he throws back to the bag, and darting back in safely is Lane Hooker. Davis holding, still haven't had the first offering yet, and now we do, is looking to bunt. Garrison pulls back, ball 1. Whitehouse, their fans down the left field line just past the dugout, continuing to make a lot of noise. The 1-1. Squaring, bunting, first base line, and just foul. So it's now 1-1. With the momentary break in the action, let's get to our trivia here tonight. And the baseball trivia question here, I should say this afternoon, our first afternoon trivia. Who is the closest active MLB pitcher to 300 career wins? A, Justin Verlander, B, Clayton Kershaw, C, Max Scherzer. You can tweet us at TylerISD_ATH with your correct answer. Once again, your options: closest active pitcher to 300 wins, Verlander, Kershaw, Scherzer. There's a throwback to the bag. One and one here on Logan Garrison. Davis looking to pick up an out. There's another throwback towards Lane Hooker. Clearly worried about maybe Hooker on the move. On deck, Michael Morden. One and one count. Davis holding an extra beat. Extra couple of beats. As the slide step foul ball by Garrison, we go to 1-2. This game for Whitehouse is a good tune-up for their final couple of weeks. They're going to make the playoffs in their district. There's no doubt about it. It just depends where they're going to finish at. Currently, they're in tie for first with Hallsville, but they hold that tiebreaker over the Bobcats. Those two teams matching up next week. That'll be a big matchup in 5A District 15. Legacy's already played Hallsville this year. They lost by a run, 4-3, as there's a throwback to the bag again. That Hallsville team is a really good bunch, but this Whitehouse team showed that they were better the first time. 1-2. Pop up, third base side, and that'll drift back out of play. Keep it right here at 1-2. 3:07 here, local time. About an hour and a half in. One, two, another throwback at Lane Hooker, who dives back in again. I mean, it's a game of cat and mouse over there at the first base bag. Hooker off to a good lead. 1-2. Swing and a flare. Right center field. Landon Miller moving over, and he'll make the catch. 2 outs. Thought for a second it might have a chance to fall, but Miller was shaded that way anyway and easily came on to make the play.
Michael Morton.
So 2 away. Here's Michael Morton. This would be the first 0 scored in an inning for Whitehouse if Davis can get Morden here. And actually, it'd be our first zeros on both sides in an inning tonight. 2 in the first for Legacy, 1 in the second for Whitehouse, 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and still to be determined here in the third. Another throwback at Lane Hooker. Half dozen pickoffs. Slide step here. Is that pitch in off the turf, and Hooker's going to move up. So now into scoring position, Lane Hooker. Trying to drive him in is Michael Morden. Time called. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got him to go down with the lure that time. He was fishing, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Davis, swing and a miss. Went back to the off-speed pitch, and that was a good one. Started in the zone, dropped off. 1-2. Long hold. Davis, 1-2. And, oh, wow. Travis Moore not happy in that Legacy dugout. He might have a gripe. That was right on the border. Davis has now evened the count on Michael Morden. Next is Ben Reed. 2-2. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Zips collects, fires down to first, and that'll complete the strikeout. So Legacy holds Whitehouse off the board here in the third. We're off to the fourth inning here this afternoon in Whitehouse. It's the Wildcats 6, the Red Raiders 3. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. New pitcher on for the Wildcats here as we start the 4th inning. Dylan Acker, a right-handed senior, taking over on the mound. As he gets ready to pitch to Cale Zips, so you can close the book on Chris Woodley. Inning and 2/3, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Zips, away for ball 1. Finally reaching the 4th inning of this one. Over an hour and a half in. As the 1-0 pitch, Zips watches away. Heavyweight fight so far. I mean, there has not been an easy inning for either side. Legacy has out-hit Whitehouse, but the difference in this game, 8 left on base. Here's a flare, shallow center, and that's going to drop in front of the center fielder and Dodolski. 7th hit of the game for Tyler Legacy as Cale Zips is aboard at first base.
Now batting number 8, Nolan
Zips'
Hable.
second hit as many tries, and now here's Nolan Hable. Hable, the Red Raiders shortstop today. A couple of plate appearances, a walk, and a fly out to right. As he watches the first pitch breaking ball, drops in there for Dylan Acker, strike 1. Acker's last outing came against Tyler High. That was on Thursday, where he pitched a couple of innings, scoreless out of the bullpen. 0-1. Hable watches another breaking ball. That one drops off the table low. 1-1. Just a short 15-minute trip here for a back-to-back contest. Legacy playing late last night, dropping to Royce City. Had to turn around, a very quick turnaround for a day game with Whitehouse. Here's a grounder left side and a diving stop by the third baseman in Blackman on to second and safe. Heck of an effort by Peyton Blackman, but unfortunately for him, the exchange between him and Adams unable to be made. I would think that's going to be a base hit.
Number 3, Garner McKinney.
So Nolan Hable has his first knock. 2 on, none out. Garner McKinney, who does not have an official at-bat in this game. He's been hit and he's also walked. Next is Barrett Sibley. First pitch, McKinney squares, and he bunts straight back to the screen. Nothing in 1 here on McKinney. The 5-hitting left fielder. Everyone has reached in this Legacy lineup outside of Dallin Privet, so 8 of the 9 have reached. And Privet has contributed, does have a sac bunt. There's a throwback. Still nothing in 1 on McKinney. Legacy certainly has not been at a shortage of base runners. They've just got to find a way to produce more runs. It's the 0-1. That drops in over the outside corner. Backdoored him. 0-2. So McKinney in a hole. Still an Acker looking to his dugout. Appears he's getting his signs from there. 0-2. McKinney swings and golfs this one deep out to right field. In pursuit, Hayes, and he's not going to get it. That'll one-hop and over the wall in right field. This will be a ground rule double, and that is an unfortunate break for Garner McKinney. Despite the double, that probably would have been 3 bases and 2 RBIs. Instead, it'll be second and third now for the Red Raiders, but they're within 2. So Garner McKinney, another productive at-bat. This time he's got the double. Zips scores, Hable on to third. Yeah, this would be a 1-run ball game if that didn't hop over that right center field fence. Good piece of hitting there by McKinney, with 2 strikes as well. So Barrett Sibley tying run at second base. So That one's in there for a strike. Legacy started the inning with a hitting barrage against Acker. Leadoff single by Zips. Infield single by Hable. Well hit double by McKinney. The 0-1. Sibley cue shot, end of the bat, foul. It's 0-2. It is now 9 hits for the gray and red jerseys here this afternoon. To an extended look for Dylan Acker. And the 0-2. Misses high. Next is Landon Miller. 1 for 2 today. Sibley as well, 1 for 2. He has a single. Legacy has almost hit for the team cycle, just chasing that elusive triple. 1-2. Swing and a flare, shallow right field. That ball's going to drop in. Barely gets beyond the infield, but this will play to run. Well, it's sometimes not about how hard you hit it, it's where you put it, and that was put in a perfect spot by Barrett Sibley. Still nobody out in the inning. 4th straight hit. And the 10th hit of the game for Tyler Legacy. They have only made 9 outs as a team. Hable scores. McKinney on to third. Tying run at third, just 90 feet away. Go-ahead run at first. I would not be surprised if Barrett Sibley might try to move here. Put some pressure on that Whitehouse defense, and they now have another pitcher throwing in the bullpen. Landon Miller holds off that way high for ball 1. 2 runs home in the inning. Nobody out. Luke Davis would be next. Barring a triple play. Miller extends it that time and misses. It's 1-1. The left fielder in Garrison is playing pretty shallow and shaded, pretty much straight up, a little bit over towards the gap. Center fielder and Dodolski is also shallow as that one misses high. It's 2-1. If Miller can get a hold of one to center, he might have 3 bases. Miller in a 2-1 count, slightly ahead. As he swings and fouls this one off, third base side. Just barely got a piece of that. It's 2-2. Dylan Acker needs an out here big time, and Miller trying to keep the pressure on him.
A lot of confidence. Here we go, 10.
Miller back and waiting. Had an RBI single earlier. Swings and drives this one high in the air towards right center field. Hit a long way. Dodolski going back, and he will make the catch. But Miller does get the job done. Trotting in to score is Garner McKinney, and we're all knotted at 6. I mentioned it's a hot day. There's some breeze going out to center. That ball kept carrying, but Dodolski runs it down. Second RBI of the game for Miller. Our runner at first with 1 out. Luke Davis trying to keep the bats moving. Payne Hotman next. First pitch. Down, and a good stop by the catcher in Davis. It's the Davis on Davis dynamic in the batter's box right now. Luke Davis at the plate. Ty Davis behind the plate. What was just stretching initially has turned into legit throwing in the Wildcat bullpen. 1-0. Down 2-0. Davis hit by a pinch. His first time up, got hit actually on the helmet. Two 2-0 on Davis. Down and away. 3-0, and you really got to start to wonder now how much longer Dylan Acker is going to have. Still just 1 out in the inning. 3-0. Davis squares, trying to throw off Acker a bit. He didn't. It's 3-1. Well, the throwing has now subsided in the Whitehouse bullpen, so I would think that this is going to be the last batter for Acker, as that one is over the inner half for a strike, and we're full. VJ Bunner has the option here to put Sibley in motion if he wants to stay out of the double play. And he does. Swinging a line drive, right field. That ball will drop. Sibley stopped around second. Now he's going to chuck for third, and he's going to get in there easily. And first slide. The right fielder in Hayes was kind of surprised that he went. It was a slow turn into second for Sibley, and then he turned on the Jets. And hit number 11 for Tyler Legacy comes off the bat of Luke Davis. 5th hit of the inning for the Red Raiders. Have not seen movement out of that Whitehouse dugout yet. I mean, they've had to play, this is now their 3rd game in 3 days. So pitching availability probably is not at the forefront right now. 1st and 3rd and 1 out, Payne Hotman. Davis can move over there at first. He's got a good lead. First pitch breaking ball started up, stayed up for a ball. Go ahead run just 90 feet away, and Hotman, who's been aboard on a single as well as a walk and a run scored. One out. Swinging a grounder down to third, playing back on it is Blackman on to second for one. The relay, bang, bang, and just out. Wow, that was a close play, but Whitehouse turns the double play as Legacy's attempt to retake the lead is thwarted, but they do get 3 here in the top of the 4th inning. We're tied at 6 as we're off to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Luke Davis will pitch with the score tied now at 6-6. Reese Linen joining you here with Tyler ISD Athletics on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. A few clouds coming into the sky now, but not really anything that you can see on your screen. This is about as ideal of baseball weather as it gets. Ben Reed, the lead off the charge here for Whitehouse. 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats. And the first pitch, fastball away for ball 1. Davis came on in the second with nobody on the inning, so this is his 3rd inning of work now. 1-1. Ground ball back through the middle. What a stop by Luke Davis. He looked back and said, look what I found. I mean, I don't know if that's skill, luck, or whatever it is. That's a really slick fielding play. So 1 away, Reed retired.
number 11, Garrett Hayes.
Now here comes Garrett Hayes. Hayes so far today, a couple of trips to the plate. He had a 2-run triples last time as he squares and bunts it foul. Count 0-1. Davis brings it in. Swinging a grounder over to short. 2-hopper for Hable. Gobbles it up onto first, and just in time, 2 up, 2 down for Davis. Boy, a quick inning would really be needed here for Tyler
Number
Legacy.
6,
They'd love to
JoJo
continue that momentum at the plate. Got to go through JoJo Adams, though, with 2 away. Adams takes his trip to the plate. 0 for 1, he walked and scored back in the first inning. First pitch, squares. I think he did get a piece of that, but it goes foul. If Davis could get it, Luke Davis, that is, the man on the mound. This will be the first 1-2-3 inning by either side tonight. 0-1. Down and away. We go to 1-1. What Luke Davis is doing right now is very important for Tyler Legacy. Had to play Wednesday, had to play Friday, and now today on Saturday, there's a swing and a miss by Adams on a 59-footer. 1-2. But obviously, you don't have your top 2 arms here this afternoon in Privet and Cooper Moore, who've made all the district starts. You needed to get some length out of Davis after Howard pitched just an inning, and he's given them just that. Here's a ground ball down to third, trying to pick it Sibley. Nice job on the pick. The throw to first just late, and on the scoop, Privet can't keep it. Good speed for JoJo Davis, and indeed we do not have our first 1-2-3 inning tonight.
Number 16, Keegan
Runner
McCord.
on 2 away, it's Keegan McCord. That was a really nice job by Sibley to pick it on the short hop. Even with the perfect throw, he wasn't going to have Adams, who runs really well up the line. Go down as a base hit for Adams. Davis will step off and reset everything.
No. That's fine.
Here's the pitch. Squaring, pulling back, throw to second, a good one. Throws there, just safe. Adams sneaks in with the right hand. It's about as good as you can do it. From delivery to catch and throw from Zips. A good tag as well, but like the hit for JoJo Adams, just enough speed. McCord has a man in scoring position. Extended pause. That one drops in, down and away, ball 1. One and 1 is the count. And the pitch. Ground ball foul. Into the Whitehouse dugout. It's 1-2. Davis peering in once more. Guy who can hit the ball on McCord. Been aboard twice. There's a spin and a fake throw back to the bag. Not a big lead for Adams, so didn't look like he had any plans of going anywhere, but Davis keeps him honest. Noise continuing. 1-2, runner does go here. It's down and away. The throw to third, perfect and safe. Adams just slides in safely. It was a good throw. I shouldn't say it was completely perfect, but a really good throw from Zips. Sibley had to move his glove a little bit to his left, and Adams another good slide. This JoJo Adams kid can create some noise on the bases. 2-2 count on McCord. Davis. Ground ball chopped high over to Sibley. Jumps, fires, throws. Whitehouse has retaken the lead. Nothing more than some bad luck on the side of Tyler Legacy, but it doesn't matter. The 2 hits in the inning, slow ground balls, and hit slowly enough. McCord busting it hard up the line. Sibley did a really nice job to get to it and uncorked a bullet across the infield, but it was not in time. So an RBI now for Keegan McCord. It's Michael Dodolski. There's a throw back to the bag. Ball has not left the infield, but Whitehouse has manufactured 1 run. That one's up and away, 1-0. Wind's starting to whip here every now and again. Stills going out to straightaway center. You can get one out in the. If you can get one out there, it can really ride. Throw back to the bag. One 1-0 the count on Dodolski. His 3rd trip to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single. As he thought about it, bounces in there off the turf, and a wild pitch as Zips goes over to get it. McCord moves up 90. Well, it won't matter if you just get the batter at the plate. If you're Luke Davis. The count on Jadolski. His 3rd trip to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single. 2-0 count. Davis a check. Here it is. High 3-0. Base open down at first. I wonder if Dodolski walks, if maybe Legacy gets somebody throwing. And that one bounces in there, ball 4. No advance at second.
Come on, live battle, kid.
2 on, 2 out for Whitehouse.
Peyton Blackman.
Peyton Blackman going to get the chance to hit as Zips walking out to the mound to talk it over with Davis. So Davis back to it. 2 on, 2 outs, trying to keep the damage at just 1. It's Peyton Blackman, 0 for 2 into the box. First pitch, swinging strike. Blackman went down low, and you can tell he's not too happy with himself for doing so.
Battle, kid.
0-1 is the count. As Davis steps off, you'll look the runner back. Bottom of the 4th inning. 7-6 Whitehouse. They have 2 runners on with 2 out, 1 run home in the inning. 0-1. Down and away. Blackman holds off it. Inning started with a couple of quick outs and thought we might have a quick inning, but a slow chopper for a hit, 2 stolen bases, and then another slow chopper for a hit has prolonged it. 1-1. Swing and a fly ball belted center field. Hotman going back, still going, and he will run it down. Nice catch, Payne Hotman, as he runs into the fence, but holds on, and Whitehouse is held off from any more. They do gain the lead back, though. 7-6 off to the 5th. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Dylan Acker back out on the mound for Whitehouse here as we start the 5th inning.
Cooper Moore.
Reese Lennon with Tyler ISD Athletics. Top of the order due up for the Red Raiders as they trail by 1. Cooper Moore will start it. And the first pitch just down from Acker for ball 1. Moore today homered in the first, singled in the second, flew out to deep left his last time, just getting under it. Does he have another one? 0-1. That one drops down low. Count is 2-0. Scoreboard has it 1-1 as Moore takes a big hack and fouls it off. Moore back to the plate, working on the 2 for 3. It's Moore, Privet, Zips, the top of the order. If Tyler Legacy wants to score runs, this would be the time. Acker's pitch. Breaking ball, and it drops in there for a call on strike 3. Evidently, the scoreboard was right. I thought that first pitch was a ball, but it was not. So Moore down looking. 1 away.
Number 11, Dalen Privet.
Now it's Privet. 0 for 2. Has a sac bunt. Dallin will take his hacks. First pitch. Fastball just away for ball 1. We'll get to our trivia question here soon. That trivia question earlier being which active MLB pitcher is closest to 300 wins. That one's down. Your options again on who is the closest active MLB pitcher to 300 wins. Justin Verlander, Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer. Two-1. Swing and a tapper foul. Rather, now it's 2-1. Zips is next. Privet the only one to not reach for Legacy here today, but if he could right here, he'd be the tying run. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a pop-up, foul back out of play.
Get back for it, drive it, kid. Come on now.
We go even at 2-2. Privet back to the dish. Dylan Acker trying to find back-to-back outs here to start the 5th. The 2-2. Breaking ball, just missed. Just missed. Tried to front door him that time. but it drops, I believe, inside. Maybe it was high. Very close, and now the count is full. Standing and waiting Privet as he calls time. 3-2 pitch. Privet watches low and in for ball 4. So Privet is indeed going to reach here. So now everybody in the lineup for the Red Raiders has reached. 1 out walk. Here comes Kale Zips.
Number 20, Kale Zips.
Riding a hot day at the plate right now is Zips. 2 for 3. RBI run scored. One on, 1 out. Zips watches the breaking ball high. It's 1-0. No activity in the bullpen for Whitehouse. Legacy does have a right-hander loosening. It's a throw back to the bag. One and 0 count. Here it is. Fastball over the outside corner. Found the spot, did Acker. It's 1-1. Habel's next. See if Privet maybe goes in motion. Legacy would love to get a runner in scoring position for the middle of their order. 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball, and it looked like the backswing actually caught Davis a bit. It's 1-2. Wind still blowing out towards center. Zips is a guy who can get the ball in the air. See if he does that here. 1-2. Acker holding for an eternity on the mound. Now he goes. Line drive foul. Zips just a bit in front of it. The left fielder in Garrison is playing fairly towards the line. There is a big gap into left center field. Now he's moved more back towards straightaway left. Corners, though, hugging the line. 1-2. Down and away. Didn't miss by much. That's a pretty good 2-strike pitch. But it's now even on Zips, 2-2. Kale Zips trying to get this Legacy offense re-kick-started. 2-2. Down and away, ball 3. And what we've seen here this afternoon and what we normally see with VJ Bunner in general, he likes to be aggressive on the bases. 3-2, kill Zips at the plate. I would think Privet's going to be on the move. This would keep him out of a conventional ground ball double play. By doing that, though, you run the risk of a strikeout or even a line-out fly ball double play. 3-2, Privet's going. And it misses inside for ball, or rather, it's a called strike 3. Thought it was ball 4, but evidently not. Privet with the straight swipe of second, and now 2 away.
Number 8, Nolan Abel.
So Zips strikes out. Strikeout number 4, or strikeout number 2 for Dylan Acker. 4 on the afternoon for Whitehouse as a staff. So now it's up to Nolan Habel. First pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Habel's 1 for 2. Single, walk, 2 runs scored. One-0. Swinging a grounder slowly over to short. Gobbled up by Reed. He goes over to first. And out of the jam is Whitehouse. No scoring here in the top of the 5th. We're off to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score, it is Whitehouse 7, Tyler Legacy 6. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Back here as we start the bottom of the 5th inning here at Whitehouse. 7-6 Wildcats. Ty Davis will get the chance to hit here for Whitehouse. Luke Davis back on the mound for Tyler Legacy. Check swing. Davis went. 6, 7, 8 due up. Luke Davis back on the mound for the Red Raiders. And the pitch. Down and away. It's a 1-1 count here on the bat of Ty Davis, hit by pitch, and has walked here this afternoon. 1-1 from Luke Davis. Right tie, 2-1. There was some throwing in the Legacy bullpen in the top of this inning, but that has stopped. And Luke Davis still the one on the mound.
Oh, cool.
2-1. Down, it's 3-1. Whitehouse trying to start another big inning offensively. They've scored in every inning but the third. 3-1. And that misses ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but it's a leadoff walk, and Whitehouse continues to pile up the walks here tonight. Legacy has now walked 7 total batters, and VJ Bunner coming out to the mound. So he'll talk it over with the infield. Do we have a change forthcoming? It appears we do. As Luke Davis is going to depart.
Good job, Luke.
And we are going to have a new pitcher. Looks like Cooper Moore had taken over in center field. Rather, no, that's Payne Hotman still in center. Braylon Reggie is now into the game. We're still seeing who is going to be the pitcher. Reggie is going to left. Looks like Garner McKinney is going to center. Landon Miller is going to go to right. Don't know who it is yet. Looks like Payne Hotman. as Hotman is going to take over on the mound for Legacy. We'll tell you about the changes in just a moment. You're watching Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're back here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Payne Hotman is the new pitcher for the Red Raiders. Braylon Reggie is into the game. He goes to left field. Moving over from left to center is now Garner McKinney. Hotman moves from center to the mound, and Luke Davis is now out of the game. So plenty of changes for the Red Raiders. Braylon Reggie in for the first time.
Okay.
1 on, none out. The freshman Hotman in as the first pitch is bunted. Bunt attempt, and I think it got fouled into the glove. 0-1 here on Logan Garrison. Ty Davis, the runner at first base. 0-1, Hotman. Here it is. Squaring, bunting, foul again. Runner was moving on the pitch. But they have to go back 0-2. Well, if you're Payne Hotman here, just got to throw quality strikes. Whitehouse has been able to work the walk. You're going to get beat. You'd rather them just have better hitting. But Hotman here, a couple of strikes to start things. Showing bunt is Garrison. I would be surprised if he did with 2 strikes. There's a throwback. Garrison 0 for 1 with a walk. Oh, and 2 count. As that one misses up and away. Fastball, it's 1-2. Hotman just a freshman, one of 2 freshmen on this team, including him and Calvin Rippey. Got a chance to hit in the lineup today. He's had a decent day. As a base hit, also a walk and a run scored. Runner goes, pitch misses high, the throw to second on a hop, and safe is Ty Davis. Stolen base, so now the conventional double play out of the equation. And now Zips wants to talk it over with Hotman. It's a 2-2 count. Garrison up, Michael Morden is on deck. So we have just about hit the 4 o'clock hour here in Whitehouse. About 2 hours and 15 minutes into this one. Hotman stares in, taking his time as he comes to the hole. 2-2 pitch. Squaring to bunt, and this time Garrison gets it down. Dangerous to bunt with 2 outs. Throw is high, and a nice sweep tag by Privet. Had to make a mini leap to get it. Aggressive play by Garrison, bunting with 2 strikes, but he's able to get it down. And now a runner at third with just 1 out. So now here's the bat of Michael Morton. The infield comes in for Tyler Legacy. They'll try to cut down Davis at the plate if they can. Right-hander turns the first loose, and it's down just off the glove of Zips, but he keeps it 1-0. Michael Morton today, 1 for 2 with the base hit. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a line drive, diving catch, Jared Martinez. Throw back to third is not in time. What a play by the Keystone for the Red Raiders. Martinez lays out, and he just saved a run.
Number 10.
That'll make the second out of the inning, as Morton is retired, robbed of an RBI single. So it'll be up to Ben Reed if Whitehouse wants to get on the board. This would be big for Hotman. Stranded and inherited runner over at third base and keep the game within a run. Despite all the runs we've had today, they've slowed down lately, and a 2-run lead feels a lot tougher to overcome than a 1-run lead, as there's ball 1. 13 total runs in this game. 9 of them were in the first 2 frames. There's one sliced back. Counts 1-1. Reed at the plate, the top of the order. Garrett Hayes is next. Reed squares, pulls back. It's a ball. I don't know if he had any intention of bunting that, because with 2 outs, you're bunting for a hit. Two and 1 count, and the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. So Hotman's got the shortstop and Reed down to his final strike here. All underclassmen matchup going on right now. Pitcher, catcher, freshman, sophomore. Batter at the plate, a sophomore. These 2 schools separated by about 8 miles. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for the freshman, Payne Hotman, and a runner is stranded at third base for the Whitehouse Wildcats. Off to the 6th. Legacy trails by a run. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're back and moving here as we get ready to start the 6th inning as Garner McKinney will stand in for Tyler Legacy. Back out on the mound, Dylan Acker trying to keep the score right where it is. The Red Raiders down a run. And McKinney, who's had a really big day, a hit by pitch, a walk,
Garner McKinney.
and then an RBI double at the plate. And it would have been a triple if not for the ball hopping over the fence. First pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Well, Acker got off to a rough start. He came out of the bullpen in the 4th inning. Gave up 3 runs, but he had a clean 5th. Looks to keep that going here. As McKinney waves and misses on the off-speed pitch, it's 1-1. Deeper this game goes, it feels like the better pitching we're getting. 1-1. McKinney waiting. Acker still cycling through the signs. I mean, he is out there like a statue, and now here comes the 1-1. This is down and away, 2-1. McKinney not been put away. Be big to get him on. 5 and 6 in the Legacy lineup have been big. McKinney and Sibley combined 6 times to the plate. They've reached 5 times. 2-1. Foul ball. McKinney even in the count. Acker's thrown a whole bunch of breaking balls. Figure we might see another one right here. 2-2 pitch. Bounces in there. It's 3-2. That's a good take. He did go back to the off speed. Some throwing again in the Legacy bullpen. A right-hander is loosening. Full count, payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. Over get it is Adams on to first and 1 away. McKinney retired for the first time. And with that, let's get back to our trivia that we asked a couple of innings ago. Which active MLB pitcher is closest to 300 career wins? If you guessed Justin Verlander, you are correct. He is far and away closest. However, it looks like he's not going to get to that mark unless he pitches 3 or more seasons. Great career, though, for a guy I actually grew up watching a lot in the Detroit area. So here's a swing and a high fly ball by Sibley. Shallow left center. Who wants it? Shortstop Reed calling and backpedaling to make the catch. Just like that, 2 away.
Number 10, Landon Miller.
Landon Miller now. 1 for 2, a sac fly his last time. Also a base hit and 2 runs knocked in. On deck, Raylan Reggie, who will take his first tax of the game after coming in for Luke Davis. One 1-0 count here on Landon Miller. Here it is. Down 2-0. For Miller here, you're trying to get on any way you can. Reggie on deck. If it could get to him. Payne Hotman's in the hole. 1-0, or rather 2-0. There's a called strike. Acker's pitch. Down and in. For a ball. I'm not exactly sure the count now. Now it's 3-1. So 3-1 on Miller. 2 outs in the inning. He represents the tying run. 3-1. Miller swings and grounds this one foul. First base side. We've gone full.
Here we go. Let's win it. Go, Tan.
If Acker can get Miller, Legacy would have 8-9-1 due up in the 7th inning. 3-2, the payoff. Swinging a liner off the pitcher and Acker. He recovers, fires on to first, and he threw it away. Actually off the glove of the first baseman and Morton, and Miller's going to move up to second. And Acker a bit gimpy. That one cannot feel good. He got hit right on the back of his leg. That'll be an error, and I think the smart money will put the error actually on the first baseman and Morden. That throw was pretty good. Deflected off his glove, and Greg Branch going out to see if he's okay. So Miller aboard, albeit on the error. Hit it really hard, though.
Now batting number 17.
And Acker's going to
Braylon
stay
Reggie.
in. So Braylon Reggie, his first trip to the plate today, and what a big first trip it is. Tying run in scoring position.
Go, Braylon.
Reggie at the dish. Huge at-bat for the senior. First pitch. Reggie swings and fouls it back. Well, he wasn't sitting around in that box to watch anything as he swung at the first one. It was a pretty good pitch to hit. Oh, and 1 count. Hotman next. Moore in the hole. 0-1. And that just misses away. It's even at 1-1. You do have the open base down at first. If you're Acker here, though, you're just trying to get the batter at the plate. If you put Reggie on, he's the go-ahead run. The 1-1. Misses high. That's a good take. 2-1 on Reggie. Hopman waits next. Outfield playing shallow here. They know the scenario. A base hit to the outfield. They'll try to cut down Miller at the plate. Two-1. Swing and a miss. Looked like Reggie actually might have been a little bit early on the fastball that time. So now we're even at 2-2. Hotman waiting for a chance on deck. From the hold. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Acker as he takes a peek into the Legacy dugout while doing it. We're off to the bottom of the 6th inning, and your score, it's Whitehouse 7, Tyler Legacy 6. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Bottom
Now
of the
batting
6th
number
inning
11,
as
Garrett
we're back
Hayes.
here at Whitehouse. 7-6 Wildcats, despite Tyler Legacy having 4 more hits. Wildcats hold the 1-run edge. Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. As we start the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the top of the lineup. Payne Hotman back on the mound, and this is a tough test for the freshman. Tries to keep the game at just a 1-run deficit, with Tyler Legacy having 9-1-2 due up in the top of the 7th. Hotman winds first pitch. Bounces in there off the umpire. Garrett Hayes, the man at the plate, 1 for 3 with a 2-run triple. And now it's like an explanation coming. The umpires are going to meet up and confer. Are they maybe arguing that Hayes was hit by the pitch? Not quite sure what this would be about. That's the only thing I can think of. So they talk it over, and yeah, that's a ball. No hit by pitch. Hayes back in there. He's a guy who can swing it. Lefty swinger. Hotman. That noise continuing to come from down the left field line. Whitehouse trying to pad the lead and make things a little easier in the top of the 7th. 1-0. Away, fastball, 2-0. It is still about as gorgeous of a day as it can be. Temperature sitting right around 83 degrees. 2-0's down, it's 3-0. Hotman has fallen way behind to the leadoff man for Whitehouse. That wind's still blowing out towards center as he swings at the 3-0 and rips this one. This is a gap shot, and this is going to probably be 3 bases. Out to collect it is McKinney. Actually, Miller picks it up. He fires it back in. It is a stand-up triple for Garrett Hayes. You knew it was going to be trouble right off the bat. A guy who can fly and put into the ideal spot for a triple, and that's exactly what it was. 8th hit of the game for Whitehouse, and they have an insurance run just 90 feet away with nobody out.
Number 6, JoJo Adams.
Now it's going to be JoJo Adams, but before Adams can come to the plate, VJ Bunner out to the mound. We're going to step aside with him. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. Back at it. The runner on third, nobody out. JoJo Adams, the freshman, into the plate. And the infield in for Legacy with nobody out. This is a tough bind for Hotman. Adams waiting. First pitch. Fastball inside. Freshman on freshman matchup. I'm sure these two are going to get to know each other in non-district play over the next 3 years. One pitch, or rather 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0. A walk here is not the end of the world. It does set up a double play, but you're getting right into the middle of the lineup. Hotman's got to be careful here in a 2-0 count. Swinging a high bouncer down to third, and that'll bounce foul. And Whitehouse not happy about it. They thought the ball traveled over the third base bag fair. It landed foul, but it's where it goes over the bag. Whitehouse infuriated. Greg Branch is not the happiest of campers right now. Sibley ran into the runner. and Garrett Hayes. To be honest with you, I really couldn't tell. I'm right up the line, but it's still a very tough call because you can't really tell with the depth perception where exactly that ball was.
Hey, we got something common.
And nothing's going to be overturned. I don't think you can really overturn that on a judgment call. So it's now 2-1. Hayes back in. Runner at third. Adams waiting. Up and away. 3-1. See if Hotman can get a strike. 3-1. Inside ball four. He lost him. Runners on the corners. Nobody away. And VJ Bunner back out of the dugout once again, and this is going to be it for Hotman. So Legacy is going to go to the bullpen. We'll take the break with them. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. We're back here, runners on the corners with nobody away here in the bottom of the sixth. Reese Lynham with Tyler ISD Athletics. The new pitcher into the game is the right-hander, Jared Martinez, the senior. 6 games pitched in, 1 start overall in the year, 10 1/3 innings. He comes in, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, ERA of 4.04. So Martinez's job is quite the task. Runners on the corners, nobody out in the inning, and the middle of the order coming up for Whitehouse. So obviously in an ideal world here, you find a way to get an out with no advance. But you got to get an out regardless. If a run scores, it's not the end of the world, but you have to get an out here. And it's a tough guy to get an out against because Keegan McCord hasn't been put away today. 2 for 2.
Number 16, Keegan McCord.
McCord has also scored. He's plated a run with an RBI. Martinez, first pitch. Down and away on a breaking ball. 1-0. McCord at the plate next. Michael Dodolski. I mean, this is the meat and the potatoes in the middle of the order. There's a snap throw back to first. Back in safely Adams, who's already stolen a couple of bags today. And we are going to have time called, and it looks like Jared Martinez is going to have to get a new glove.
He's complaining about the glove.
So Martinez, with a triple colored glove, is going to have to toss it back to the dugout and get a new one. So an equipment issue, it appears. Anyway, you slice it 1-0 here on Keegan McCord. Corners tight for the Red Raiders, middle infield playing for 2. I think if you're able to get 2 here, you'll take it even if a run does score. Here's a swing and a liner into left field, and Whitehouse has extended the lead. RBI single by Keegan McCord. Stop sign for JoJo Adams. It is 8-6. Good piece of hitting there by McCord, who still has yet to be put out today. His third hit. And still plenty of trouble looming. First and second, nobody out. And Michael Dodolski at the plate. Defense is going to shift. Playing for Dodolski to pull the left fielder Reggie in left center. Here's a swing and a tapper back to the mound. Martinez off to get it. It deflects off his glove. There will be no play. Even if he doesn't touch that, I don't know if Legacy has a play, with Hable having to charge away from the middle infield, and it's going to go down. The scoreboard has a base hit.
Number 27, Peyton
4
Blackman.
straight have reached. The bases are loaded. Nobody's out. Peyton Blackman. You do have the force out at home here. The infield playing in. A ground ball. You've got to go to the plate with it. Don't really have a choice. Big swing and a miss for strike 1 to Blackman. Blackman is the only man in this game who has not reached. The only starter on either side. He's 0 for 3. But he's in the 5-hole for a reason. By the old adage, you'd say he's due. There's a really good-looking pitch from Martinez, and now it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. And, ooh, just missed away. Didn't miss by much. One, 2. Line drive and foul. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Peyton Blackman, Ty Davis, who's not been put away, is on deck. Cole Kimmel, by the way, coming in at second base, taking over for Martinez. As it comes inside and it hits Blackman. Unfortunate break there as Blackman hit by a pitch. It is now 9-6 and the base is still loaded with nobody out. Well, that will officially close the line on Payne Hotman.
Ty Davis.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. Right field, fairly shallow. Miller shading, he can't find it. Lost it in the sun. Everyone's going to move up a base. Close play at second, and actually out at second is the runner moving from first to second that time in Blackman. So that's going to go down as a fielder's choice. Close play. Whitehouse not happy about it. Does plate another run, though, for the Wildcats. So Davis hits one into right. Was going to be an out, probably with no advance. And now the umpires meeting to discuss the call. McCord scores. Dodolski over to third, at least for the moment. Umpires continuing to talk. I find it hard to believe this could be overturned. It's another bang-bang play, but we'll see. At the moment, it's a fielder's choice with an RBI for Ty Davis.
Take your time.
It's okay, guys. Everybody good too, Daryl. Got a party to go to. Whatever it takes. I know you did the job. That's good.
And the call on the field is going to stand. So an out, the first of the inning.
Number 2, Logan Garrison.
And now it'll be Logan Garrison. Runners on the corners, one away. Well, 10-6. It's not completely out of reach, but a hit here might make it out of reach. Long stare by Martinez, showing bunt Garrison. He had a sack bunt his last time. Pulls back, down low. Runner goes. Third of second's not in time. No advance off of third. So stolen base for Ty Davis, his second of the game. Now it's runners at second and third with one out in the inning. Infield now, everybody's in. Garrison showing bunt, pulls back. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Martinez winds and deals. Down low, 3-0. Danger now of loading up the bases once more. Michael Morden is on deck. As that one misses high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk here to Logan Garrison has reloaded the bases.
Number 7, Michael Morden.
8th batter of the inning, still just one out, and Michael Morden to the plate. As Kale Zips and Martinez are going to talk it over. Meeting going on at the mound. Zips will go back behind the plate. Michael Morden due up. Ben Reed would be next, and it appears we might have a change. Perhaps a pinch hitter here. Greg Branch is talking with the home plate umpire with his lineup card out. And we are going to have a change. Morden is not going to hit.
Number 3.
And this is DJ Hester. So Hester will hit here in the spot of Michael Morden.
Jared, you got this back.
First pitch. Foul ball back and out of play. Almost now on 3 hours of game time here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It has been a wild one offensively. Cooled off in the middle innings, but here in the bottom of the 6th, it is reignited. 0-1's fouled back. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Down and away. Go to 1-2. As there's one over the outside corner, called strike 3. So down looking DJ Hester. Now 2 away. Infield can relax just a bit. Ben Reed coming to the plate. There's one in there for a called strike to Ben Reed. 0 for 2 on the day. Does have a sacrifice, which brought in a run. Here's a swing and a comebacker right to the mound. Martinez falling back is able to glove it. Nice play. Flips on to first. That'll do it. So Whitehouse does get 3, but Legacy prevents it from being completely broke open. Last chance for the Red Raiders, 10-6 off to the 7th. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube. About ready to start the final frame here, top of the 7th. Legacy needs 4 to keep this one alive. Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. A new pitcher on. Keegan McCord coming into the game to close it out. So McCord takes over on the mound. Do have some defensive changes. Michael Morden is staying in the game despite not hitting. He's at first. Actually, the only change is Keegan McCord on the mound. So here's Payne Hotman. Legacy just needs base runners here. McCord going to work. This is not a safe situation with the 4-run deficit. First pitch. Popped high in the air back towards us. First base side, not a play. On 1 on Hotman. 1 for 2 with a walk. He also bounced into a double play. So that one's down and away. 1-1. Once again, our next broadcast will be on Tuesday at Mike Carter against North Forney for senior night. I want a 7 o'clock start. You can find it right here on Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube. 2-1 here on Payne Hotman. Top of the order next, Cooper Moore. And the 2-1. Fouled back. 2-2 on Hotman. Just past the 4:30 hour. 2-2, the pitch. Ground ball back through the middle. Reed on to get it on the hop, throwing to first. 1 away. So Hotman retired. Now here's Cooper Moore.
Come on, bud.
The reason this game has lasted, we're on the cusp of 3 hours. You look at the left on base totals. Tyler Legacy has left 11 on base. Side of Whitehouse, they've left a bunch on too. They've left 9 on. So 20 combined runners left on base as there's ball 1 to Moore. So all the scoring we have, 16 total runs, but it could have been a lot more. Moore watches ball 2. Working on a 2 for 4 with a solo homer. 2-0 pitch. Moore swings and destroys this one to left field. This ball's way out of here. His second home run of the game. Oh my goodness. That ball was absolutely tatted. A 2-0 dead red fastball. You talk about sitting on something. He was sitting on it. So the home run for Cooper Moore makes it 10-7, and Legacy with a little bit of energy.
I need that ball.
That ball was absolutely hammered. Tell why he's committed to Oral Roberts and signed with Oral Roberts. 1 out in the inning. Dallin Privet watches that one high. First 2 homer game of Cooper Moore's career, at least at the high school varsity level. 1-0, and that's just down to Privet. I mentioned Legacy just needs base runners. That home run by Moore, obviously nice, gets you within 3, and Privet trying to continue that. There's ball 3. Just barely missed from McCord. It's 3-0. Both homers for Cooper Moore pretty much landed in the same spot, and both of them cleared the bullpen. 3-0. Swing and a poke down the first baseline. Morton with the diving stop and onto the bag. 2 outs. Legacy down to their final out, and it's up to Cale Zips.
Now batting number 20, Cale Zips.
Zips just has to get on. Zips and Habel would have to reach for Legacy to have a chance to tie it. First pitch. Strike 1. Officially hit the 3-hour mark of this one. From the wind. And the 0-1 just misses away. One and 1 count. As Zips swings and fouls this one back, and now the Red Raiders are down to their final strike. Currently in line for the win here would be Dylan Acker, actually. Line for the loss would be Luke Davis. 1-2. Bounces in there, it's 2-2. Once more, McCord trying to put the closing lid on it. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Up and away. Ball 3. Scoreboard has it at 2-2. I believe it is 3-2, though. Here's the pitch. Zips lines this one into left field, and Legacy lives to see another batter. So Cale Zips, another hit. He's got 3 base hits today.
Now batting
and
number
that
8,
moves the
Nolan.
tying run to the on-deck circle. Nolan Habel to the plate, trying to keep Legacy alive. Habel today working on a 1-for-3 with a walk and 2 runs scored. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Went down with it, did McCord. 0-1. Back in, waiting. 0-1. Fouled back. Legacy down to their final strike once again. Runner on first and 2 away. Ground out to start the inning. And a solo homer by Cooper Moore, his second of the game. A ground out on a nice play by the first baseman Morton, and then a single. 0-2. Fouled back. Habel stays alive. Trying to get on here any way he can. Oh-2. Here it is. Just up. Didn't miss by a whole lot, but just missed. 1-2. Garner McKinney is next. After him, Barrett Sibley. One, 2. Foul back again.
Way to battle, kid. Way to battle.
I mean, this is a good at-bat here for Hable. He tries to keep this one alive.
Find the gap.
No movement for Zips off of first base. Obviously, don't want to run into your final out. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is the bet of Nolan Hable, and that'll do it here this afternoon from Whitehouse. Your final, it is 10-7 in favor of the Wildcats. Once again, our next broadcast will be on Tuesday against North Forney. We'll talk about it in just a moment. We'll wrap it up here right at Whitehouse High School. You're watching Tyler Legacy Baseball right here on YouTube.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on.
Let's come to a close here this afternoon at Whitehouse, a 10-7 final for Whitehouse. They scratched across 10 runs, 10 hits, made 1 error. For Tyler Legacy, 7 runs, 13 hits. They made no errors. The scoring for Whitehouse, 2 in the first, 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 3 in the sixth. Legacy scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the seventh. Our final 10-7. Cooper Moore, the player of the game for Tyler Legacy, 2 home runs, 3 hits in total. Once again, we'll be back at it on Tuesday. North Forney, 7 o'clock p.m. start time. The winning pitcher here tonight is Dylan Acker. The loss goes to Luke Davis. Hope to see you on Tuesday, 7 o'clock at Mike Carter. Join us right here on Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube. Have a great night, everyone.